Today we're going to be watching John Swan, the lol cow, cover another lol cow, okay? We're going to be covering him as fairly as possible. There's no preparation here. You pipe down, we'll get to you. Alright, so I figure let's just get started. I'm really interested to know the history of Def Noodles. I don't know anybody else. I saw Cordwit tweeted this. My buddy Cordwit.
Def Noodles.
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 Def Noodles. Def Noodles.
Not a single commentary person. Did you notice there's not a single They've been whitewashed. Look at this.
Def Noodles.
Def Noodles.
Def Noodles.
Def Noodles.
Def Noodles. Def Noodles.
Def Noodles.
Def Noodles.
John Swan hates us so much. He's putting the T channels in the intro these days. Isn't that funny? Not a single commentary channel.
Def Noodles.
Def Noodles.
Def Noodles.
This is like watching the Jay Aubrey video to explain what happened to Lion Maker and realizing he basically cut Keemstar out of the story.
What on earth happened?
That's what we're gonna find out today, guys. What happened to Def Noodles in the past year or so? Let's see, because honestly, I know I've been the big Twitter guy pushing a lot of this news out. I don't know what's been going on. Do you guys know what's been going on to Def Noodles? Because apparently...
If you've been on YouTube over the past few days,
If you've been on YouTube over the past few days, you know, Def Noodles has been all over the news. I mean, this video isn't completely late. He didn't write this a month ago.
if you've been on YouTube over the past few days, then you've probably heard the name Def Noodles. Recently,
God, the editing is so good on this video. I can't critique it.
he's been ridiculed for a terrible comedy event that he livestreamed. But many of you may not know that there's a lot
Hold
more
on,
to
hot
the story.
MILFF.
In fact,
my area,
Def
Nick
Noodles
Christie-
has been heavily criticized over the past 2 years.
Def Noodles has been heavily criticized over the past 2 years? Where? Where did that happen, chat? Do you know where Def Noodles has been heavily criticized over the past 2 years? Could you name a community who has done that?
Years, with a lot of it falling under the radar. And as it turns out, he's not just unfunny, he's also manipulative, vindictive, and the very archetype of a corrupt, scummy YouTube.
Okay, I'm sorry. We're gonna be playing Dora the Explorer a lot today. Do we have any Dora the Explorer tunes? Obviously, I didn't prep this because this is on the spot, but Dora the Explorer theme, okay? Can you tell me the archetype of a manipulative, unfunny, vindictive, scummy, corrupt YouTuber? Does anyone in chat know any of those manipulative, unfunny, vindictive, scumbag YouTubers? Does anyone here know that? Any of those people who could be... You know, it's an enigma. Unfunny. Remember unfunny for later.
Finding out why this comedian is one of the
Thinking,
most
face
hated
thinking, face
on
thinking, face thinking, face thinking, face thinking, face thinking, face
Wait a minute.
thinking, face.
Did John just say we're going to be going through Def Noodles' past? His past? Why wouldn't we talk about the present?
all of YouTube.
The legendary John Swan.
That's actually pretty based. I can't hate that. That's a good soundbite.
Def Noodles, whose real name is Dennis Feitosa,
Doxmo? I'm kidding.
he's an actor and comedian living in LA. He's worked and performed in numerous venues throughout his career, and is a self-professed master of comedy.
So we're gonna go all the way back to the Cabos days to start the video. That's an interesting position to start from.
As a side gig, he also started a YouTube channel in 2018, where he reacted to popular videos and memes.
So we're going all the way back. John Swan needs us to know the origin story of Dennis Noodles, okay? We're gonna be jumping back in the olden days where we watch some of his funny joke videos where he reacts to various different things.
So proud that he submitted it to YouTube commentator Kavos to review.
Do we have any proof that's real? So I know that, I think I was careful with the wording on, spoiler alert, I did make a Def Noodles video in case you guys don't know, but I was pretty sure I was careful with my wording. I don't know if we know if Def Noodles was the one who submitted his own channel. I mean, anyone could submit any channel, you just type to the name
Don't
of it at
forget
the
to
time.
smile and stare uncomfortably into our souls when you ask a question for maximum Dora the Explorer vibes.
True.
Whoa, Def Noodles. Your channel's a bit of
So
a
we're at
madness.
Maker Break.
He's basically Sniper Wolf. Soy Boy Sniper Wolf. Alright, let's just watch Area 51 memes.
Area 51 raid me. Uh-oh. Where are they?
Oh, wait a minute. This guy literally just reads out memes. He just reads them out. What is this? Okay, if you just took him away, bye-bye, don't have him here, and just play this video and let the memes roll, this video would be better, instantly.
It's funny because at this moment in time, Def Noodles, while he's watching Kavos bash the shit out of him, is a lot like John Swan. He's a creator who's down on his luck, who's been utterly BTFO'd by the entire internet, or at the time, whatever was, around Def Noodles, because he wasn't as big as John was. The fault wasn't as hard. He was in a position where he thinks like, well, do I quit? Do I keep fighting? If, in a way, John Swan's return story is very similar to Def Noodles' origin story. It makes him the perfect or the worst person to cover the story.
He uploaded a video the next day expressing his thoughts, and he wasn't too happy.
I'm just gonna be completely honest with you guys. I've just been kind of sad.
Honestly, I don't know if I want to watch this anymore. I know I'm streaming this, and like I wanted to go live and talk about it, but I just feel something's off. I don't know what it is. I feel like I've watched this video before. I feel like, I know this came out today, but I feel like a better creator has made this video. Wait a minute. Hold on just a second. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. Yeah, this video is like the same. He just smushed two of my videos together again. Look at this shit, dude. He even did the sad music.
I'm just gonna be completely honest with you guys.
He even put in the sad music.
That whole thing with Kavos, where he basically
He should make
tore
Netflix
my channel
documentaries on
apart.
Wash.
All right, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not gonna sit here and say John plagiarized my fucking video. I'm gonna be clearly fucking outright with that. This isn't an accusation of plagiarism.
Noodles equals
This isn't
bad.
me
Where is
turning
my money?
on John and saying that he's like stealing or anything in particular. I think he watched my video and like used that as an opportunity
Is
to
it fair
build
to call
his
him a
video.
psycho now?
I think it is like possible. I mean, we start here, we go in from, oh, you guessed it, make or break, and then we go. But again, it is the story, so eventually these videos are going to be similar and stuff like that. And normally I would take something like this off the chin, but I'm not going to do that for John Swan, because I just need to point out how wholly unoriginal and borderline fucking retarded John Swan has been throughout his entire career on YouTube. Tons of John's biggest fucking videos that he has made are like the same shit the commentary community talked about, beat for beat, point for point, just a few months later. John Swan is a tremendous editor, but what he isn't is a fantastic script editor. Now, I watched this video, and I found the outro of his newest video to be fairly interesting, okay? He goes through the whole false allegations thing, which is where my second video kind of ends, and he adds this segment at the end, the last 10 or so minutes, and talks about the lawsuit with Keemstar. Fair play, I haven't talked about that yet, but listen to this.
So everybody talking shit right now on the internet, I invite you to come to my office to say it to my face.
That's right. If you guys don't know, John didn't include any of the new shit from 2022 in this video. It doesn't cover the Salvo stuff, it doesn't cover the comedy club stuff, that's all in part 2, which is coincidentally where my videos stop. I just find that funny, because it's like he had no homework to copy. He's just desperately waiting for me to finish my videos so he can watch them to make his videos. And that's all John's ever been, alright? He added nothing in this Susie Lou video. This fucking 22-minute video is the same shit the whole community talked about, plus the stuff about the lawsuit that never fucking happened. Now, am I gonna call him a plagiarizer for that? No, I'm just gonna say he's wholly unoriginal. You want to talk about plagiarism? We can talk about plagiarism in a second, but it's really
How
fucking
could you say that
funny.
about his script editing? He edited the Kami doc.
Yeah, he wrote like 12 pages on Dream. I just want to point this out to you. This is an example of like legitimate like theft. I will say this is like an example of theft. This whole second Chris Hansen video of 800,000 views is an amalgamation of my two Chris, and he'll never do this again because he's smarter. I can go section to section because he left them here. If you watch my channel, you've seen my videos. It's the Onision investigation, and I believe he covers around this area, yeah, the Sarah laptop stuff, Holly Hayes, and Nanovapor Biotech, which is my whole first video. And the second video was Escobar Fold, Hansen Cameo, Scam Report, I believe Debt Relief Secrets is his, and the Valerie Smear campaign. Then this is just a whole like clip of my video here where he shows me, and then Cordwitz in the video. He watched my two videos and like slammed them together. And if you want to see an example of this, I threw this together in 10 minutes. These are not the only examples, but these are just the ones that I thought of when I went back to look. I've shown some of this stuff before. So for the first part, I'm just kind of, I start off light here. We're just showing the order. Basically, if you take my segment on the Cameo stuff and you sub in John's video video and then replace it with my video and then John's video, the segment still works because he doesn't even change the order. In some case, doesn't even change the words that I say.
This Chris Hansen clip came from Cameo. Cameo is a site where you can pay celebrities various amounts of money to record a video message for you. Normally, it would be a personalized birthday message or something of that sort, but unlike most people, Chris Hansen does no research into the things he's paid to say on Cameo, and as a result, he will promote just about anything if you pay him $50.
Chris Hansen here of Hansen versus Predators. To catch a predator and have a seat with Chris Hansen, I'm going to need everyone to have a seat because Honey Milk has finally created an OnlyFans, daily uploads and direct communication. That's onlyfans.com/hun3yxmilk.
Which, by the way, is even more hilarious when you realize he wasn't even sure what the website was, as he thought it was a streaming service porn channel in one of his Twitter altercations with Onision. He's also shouted out the Epstein pilot program for children in high school.
I hear you've gotten into the Epstein pilot program before even finishing high school.
This clip is probably the best $50 I've ever spent. The idea that
Genuinely hilarious case of him being tricked, which is really easy to do when you'll shout out literally anyone, including your detractors, for just $50.
I'd like to give a big shout out to Nicholas.
This one's funny because this one's personal to me. I just want you to listen to the wording on this, right?
this clip is probably the best $50 I've ever spent. The idea that
Genuinely hilarious case of him being tricked, which is really easy to do when you'll shout out literally anyone, including your detractors, for just $50. Shout out anyone, including your detractors. Okay.
I'd like to give a big shout out to Nicholas DeOrio.
He will even go as far as to shout out one of his biggest detractors.
Chris Hansen here of Hansen versus Predators. To catch a predator and have a seat with Chris Hansen, I'd like to give a big shout out to Nicholas DeOrio. It's great to harass anyone.
So that's like the light shit. There's a lot of light shit in the video. I only wanted to include a little bit of light shit because you could basically find that he's basically followed my script to a T and just rewrote the sections of the video. I think after the fact, don't quote me on this, I'm pretty sure I talked to him and he's like, "Oh, when I watch videos, it just ingrains the fucking timeline into my head and it's just hard to stray away from it."
As I can tell.
Nick paid for this clip just to rub it in Shiloh's face. And remember, Shiloh is one of the alleged victims that Chris Hansen is representing.
He's a great YouTuber.
Never mind the fact that I paid him to make that just to throw it in Shiloh's face, who is, by the way, one of the alleged victims he's representing. But enough on that because that's old news. Interestingly enough, I've checked the trend.
If it seems like these people were born yesterday,
And back when this happened, like, I felt awkward about it. I didn't want to say, like, holy shit, dude, my fucking friend is stealing from me, okay? I don't, because, I mean, that sounds pretty gay, right? I don't want to be the guy on Twitter who's being like, oh my god, because John Swan was a big, successful YouTuber at the time who was pulling in, I don't even think the combined views on my two videos were 200,000. This video did 800,000. So until John's whole life and career ended, there was no way for me to argue about this without sounding like a petty bitch who was like jealous of his current success. Now that John Swan is down below my level, I feel like I can talk about this.
if it seems like these people were born yesterday, that's because they probably were. The website domain for this revolutionary product was registered the day before the stream on Chris Hansen's channel. The website was, as you can see, very well crafted.
If this sounds ridiculous to you, that's because it actually is. If these people sound like they were born yesterday, that's because they actually were. The Nano Vapor Biotech website was literally registered from GoDaddy.com one day before the stream with Chris Hansen. My point that I'm trying to make here isn't that, oh my god, you can't cover the same video as me. John Swan, I own the Chris Hansen story. I'm the Chris Hansen guy. No, I don't care about that. You could hundreds of people have made Chris Hansen videos, but nobody made the same verbatim joke that I did into the same fucking subject in the same order that I did. Okay, it's crazy. And when I'm watching this, it's like fucking infuriating. Dude, he doesn't just steal from me in this clip. I credit the source where I get the information, and then he steals from that guy.
The Facebook page was equally barren, with 2 likes, a banner that looked like it was made in Microsoft PowerPoint in 10 seconds using the default Calibri font.
Well, let's look at their Facebook page, because we'll probably get the answers that we're looking. Oh shit, it's got 1 like and it looks like it's just been created. Oh well, okay, maybe that's not terrible. Maybe the Twitter, oh Jesus Christ.
The Twitter account for this miraculous yet uncertified coronavirus killer had 5 followers according to an archive a few days after the stream, and to this day only has 2 tweets up on the account. a tweet.
All right, this is where it's about to get fucking egregious, but I do want to point out the
Didn't he
donor.
say, you know I'm not as funny as you?
I got this motherfucker in call. Thank you, donor. This is why TTS works. I'm talking to him. He's doing that thing where he sounds fake depressed in the call, and he's like, man, you know, I just wasn't as funny as you, Nick. You know, I just wish I was funnier. You got all these jokes, Nick. I just wasn't as funny as you, Nick. Absolute fucking bitch. Absolute fucking bitch. So people are asking me, where do I stand on John Swan coming back? I don't stand on it at all, okay? The research by NanoVapor was done on site at private. This one is brutal. Stand back. Medical clinic. Yes, this product works so well that the clinic that performed the test doesn't even want their fucking name associated with it.
The overwhelming scientific...
I get if you don't want... Who the fuck is this guy again, chat? I hate this guy. Who is he? He's the fucking lefty. Fuck. He's the guy with the tattoo that he gets really mad if you talk about it. Jeff Holiday. Jeff Holiday right there, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to Jeff Holiday.
The overwhelming scientific consensus that they were trying to sell you on, that this is a very good product, it's so effective that they can prove it in only 2 pages with large type font in a PDF for a study that was done in private medical clinic.
The study in question is 2 pages long with large type font and was done in private medical clinic.
Fuck you!
Yes, the clinic who provided the premises for the study didn't even want their name attached to the product.
2 pages with large type font.
2 pages long with large type font
that was done in private medical clinic.
The clinic that performed the test doesn't even want their fucking name associated with it.
The clinic who provided the premises for the study didn't even want their name attached to the product.
Suck my dick. You're an asshole. You are such an asshole, bro.
Do you guys know Pablo?
Do you guys know Pablo Escobar? Do you guys know Pablo Escobar? I want you to notice, alright, there's no, I know it's obvious this wasn't an accident now, but this section was actually before, I believe this is, no, I'm sorry, it is after. But like, I know there's no question that he was just watching my video and changing some shit around and posting it again. But like, at this point, it's crazy, okay? Because John Swan, for this to be not fucked up, he has to think, God, I wish I could put some fucking vintage Italian mafia music in the back of this clip. That's what'll make this this sound better. And we both have had to come to the same conclusion. It's actually brutal here.
Escobar?
Hey guys, Chris Hansen here of Hansen vs. Predators, and to catch a predator, I just wanted to tell you all that I've seen this amazing new smartphone called the Escobar Fold 2. It appears to be the best phone out right now. I've been looking at the transcripts, so have a seat, check it out, and remember, I'll be watching.
You know, Colombian drug lord and narco-terrorist who is the founder and sole leader of the Medellin cartel, dubbed the king of cocaine, the wealthiest criminal.
Hey guys, Chris Hansen here of Hansen vs. Predators, and to catch a predator, I just wanted to tell you all
Come
about
on,
this
bro!
amazing new smartphone called the Escobar Fold 2. It appears to be the best phone out right now. I've been looking at it.
Dude, actually, there's one more thing I want to point out before we get into my part. He gets the isn't it Medellin cartel? Like, he gets the pronunciation wrong as well. Like, he didn't even, I fucked up the pronunciation too, that's the funny part.
Leader of the Medellin cartel.
Medellin cartel. Escobar. Why does that name sound so familiar? By the way, he started his off with, are you familiar with Pablo Escobar? And I'm going, Escobar, why does that name sound so... he just moved it. In case you're unaware, the brand name Escobar actually unironically comes from Pablo Escobar, who, by the way, was famous for being a Colombian drug lord and narco-terrorist, who was also the founder of the Medellin cartel. We both pronounce it wrong. That's just so fucking funny. So, I just want to point at John Swan, and I just wanted to point this out, that John Swan is a wholly unoriginal, self-inflated ego that he just didn't deserve. I think the best content on his channel was stuff that I've already done. I think his Suzy Lou videos were great. I like them better on my channel. I think the Deji videos are great. My parts are the best. I think his Chris Hansen video, the second one in particular, is better on my house. I think his Def Noodles video is more detailed on my channel. And I think once I stopped uploading, his videos got worse. Look, this is what happens when John doesn't have a script to cheat from. This is, oh, the Twisted World of Isabella Janke. Tom blew this fucking video straight out the water. He had absolutely nothing in comparison to that. Oh, the Technicals videos? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna say, I don't think those were John's best ideas either. Well, I mean, I don't think those were John's ideas either. Yo, dude, Nick didn't give the script for this one. You got the slippery slope of NFTs.
I know it
is. Is this your favorite John Swan? Is this anyone's favorite John Swan video? The catastrophic failure of Mixer? Anybody watching that? No? Oh, I'm shocked, okay? Because when John Swan makes a fucking video, he watches somebody else's script and goes... Yeah, that's what he's doing! He doesn't want to say goodbye, he can't quit now! Nick's videos are right there, so he can go... Guys, ladies and gentlemen, do you want to tell John about this?
My favorite John Swan video is the Bunty King Saga.
Yeah, John Swan's gonna make the Bunty Saga next. Oh, God. He's like, Nick, please make more videos. I know Salvo put a tweet out saying John's posted 9 videos in the time that it's taken me to post 1 or something like that. John would have 15 of them if I was posting at a positive rate. So if you want to tell John Swan right now what you think of his new video, unfortunately, it appears you can't. Now, typically, I don't like to use these. I don't like to use this as an example. Like, see, like, look here. r/sexyreddit wanted to just say DeOrio. Now, I want to point out, usually these are ridiculous because, like, most of the time, people are putting explicitives in or whatever, and shit's just getting caught up inside the fucking thing. But in this case, I just wrote the word DeOrio. It's just my last name, okay? Just my last name, all right? So let's not go off the script. So if you want to tell John that you think his content's shit or something or whatever, or hey buddy, I think I saw this on Nick's channel, it appears that's no longer an option. I can't wait for the Flamenco Saga. The editing's gonna be great! So guys, look, I don't want to be salty. I'm forgiving John today, alright? No more are we gonna... you know what, honestly, I thought this was bridges be bridges or whatever, but I think his Def Noodles video is a bit of a slight, and I had to respond. But guys, we're gonna...
Nick. Medellin Cartel.
Thank you. Alright, we're gonna fucking walk off this one, and we're gonna forgive John, because that's what everybody wanted, okay? Let's find a nice song for that, okay? And as a show of goodwill, I'm even gonna promote his newest video, okay? What was John's new video called? Can somebody tell me the title of John's newest video? Guys, get those likes up. Subscribe to the channel. Get me money. I like money. Okay? Because today we're gonna bridge the gap between Nick and John, okay? All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, I give you exploring great Def Noodles, YouTube's most hated comedian. There it is, boys. There it is. You want to watch Def Noodles as YouTube's most hated comedian? You can watch it on my channel, motherfucker! We've even got part 2! Oh, I got the links, bro! There's part 2, chat! It's right there! You can watch it. Oh, baby, it's right there! Thank you, John Swan! I know when I put out part 3, you'll put out part 2! Otherwise, part 2 is gonna suck! Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, God. John, I'll get my revenge, John. Oh, don't you worry about it, John. I'll get my revenge, okay? Oh, boy. Oh, you know it. John, if I don't post another video, the last one I make will be on you. Oh, my God. You have no... Dude, holy... If I quit tomorrow, then today I'd have to release it.
Sub to John Swan for the Australian dub of Nick's channel.
The Australian dub! Oh, no! Guys, if you want to watch some epic John Swan videos, might I just recommend the John Swan allegations on this channel? 41,000 of you have already seen it. It's a great video. If you want to watch The Big Lie, 2 hours and 45 minutes of just unedited fucking drama, where you could find the whole saga out of what he did. This one's pretty massive, too. He showed me the Google Doc. I showed him the video. I had to tell him to remove portions of his Google Doc that were just my video verbatim. At the time, I thought, like, wow. Oh, God! Did I mention that? Thank God I told Wacky TV. Dude, in the video that he's doing on Dream, it felt like he was plagiarizing my defense video of John. So I told him it sounded too similar. I'm not kidding. He brought me to call to listen to to look at his document before he released it, and I said, hey, it looks like I wrote part of that. Maybe you should reword it, because that's not a good look, knowing that he's previously stolen from me. So if you want to watch that one, another example of a very high quality John Swan video. I think that's really the big reveals for this stream. I don't think we have anything else super important to show you. I think it's funny. I think we could watch a little bit more of this. But before we do that, I just want to make it very clear that I don't intend to just let this go. Like, I'm joking around, being like, oh, I'm going to make a John Swan video. But I am. Alright? And when I do, I just want everybody to know my favorite John Swan video is the one he stole from me. It's my favorite John Swan video. Do you know that? You know my favorite John Swan video, To Catch a Payday? He never did release the part 3 to this video. Maybe it's because I never released the part 3 to my Chris Hansen series. Funny how that works, right? I stopped making Chris Hansen videos. John made 2 other ones. Never as good as this one, though. Never as good as the previous one, which I will admit he did himself. I noticed he never made part 3 to this video. I mean, considering Dumb Crap John has done plagiarism, it's like a drop in the bucket, isn't it? Yeah, but it happened to me, so it's important, okay? And I just want to shit on him. I don't really care. Yeah, I'm not gonna run around and be like, fucking, John's a plagiarist, dude. He needs to cite his sources on his essay and shit. I think after I called him out, he put me in the description. And I just want to be clear, like, I'm not saying he plagiarized this video. I'm saying that he watched my video and thought, how could I condense 2 videos into 30 minutes? Because he's a fucking scumbag and he can't make his own scripts. But I guarantee, if I didn't even watch the whole thing, I skimmed through it to see what sections he was talking about and what I don't think he's stupid enough to go and
he did, however,
and copy me verbatim ever again, because he knows I caught him on that one. But yeah, it literally goes through like the same exact arcs and stuff. It's just it's interesting why he would release a video on Def Noodles and not cover any of the recent stuff. Like, let's go back to the cat in a Minecraft house, dude. I'm sure everybody knows about that. And then whitewash the commentary community out of the video. That's what he cut, by the way. The only parts that he cut were the commentary community. He just released all the mainstream shit, which is the same problem with his Isabella Janky video.
John a plagiarist. There, I said it.
John is a plagiarist. There, I said it. Tommy C with his 10 fucking euros. Thank you so much. I found the whole discourse around this to be pretty funny. Like, I clicked it, I watched it, I was ready to give it a shot, and I'm like, oh, you're a fucking piece of shit. I knew you were gonna do this. And then his little editor wrote me, and he's like, let me find the tweet. It's funny. He didn't respond to me, did he? No, he didn't. His little editor wrote me. This is good. Look at this. Ready? My intro was really cool. Could you please watch it? And me obviously responding, how old are you? Because John only hangs out with fucking teenagers. Because they're the only people who still think he's cool.
Whoa. It looks big. It looks massive. 8-9 inches, that. Oh, fuck. It's massive! That's not even fully erect.
Nate, you're a fucking